Hello, Hana. Soul Dr. Nick here, and this is February 10th, 2025. These are the Daily Musings, the things that are not for public consumption, but if you choose to, you can watch this. I leave that choice up to you because you are a responsible freaking adult. And so, what's happened? Wow, yesterday, the magic and miracles were that a dear friend of ours that our son wanted to see, and then invited him come skating for the first time, and he did. And it was so cool to watch him skating with another family. Um, and it's a reminder that everything can change in an instant. He went from not skating to skating in an instant, and not feeling safe enough with another family for a full hour and feeling super safe. And it's heartwarming and heartbreaking because it's like, oh no, we're losing control, all that stuff. And it's like, I want to lose control. I want to let go of that. And how do I be with both? And then the magic and miracles continue. We're going to have a couple days, father and son bonding. I can't wait for that. I'm realizing this morning that, I figured out how to book the amenity room. So we have that for Mother's Day. My parents are coming out then, my dad's birthday. There's so many celebrations happening at the same time. And right now, recognizing how do I layer on the work? What are the priorities of this week? Ohana Sage is launched softly. And how do I grow that word of mouth beautifully and make the adjustments that are important to make on the fly? How do I reach out to my team and both say I'm not going to be there for a little bit, and to get everyone to check in? What's going on? What are the lessons? What are the learnings? What are the takeaways that we're getting? Going to connect with my dear friend Brent about the retreat that we're creating. And we're going to have this finalized by the end of the month with everything launched. Looking forward to that. And then every step of the way, the home has changed so much. We are constantly reinventing the Zen den or the extra room, reinventing the furniture, reinventing the organization. And it's just a reflection of life. How are we constantly reinventing our lives? And that's part of it for these videos. Reinventing it every day. Eventually, it'll be layering and layering and layering, and noticing what are the themes that I want to have. And right now, it's such a gift. And I'm going to embrace this gift of being able to ramble, being able to be anonymous. And that's what I've recognized watching all these famous people and how they are not anonymous. That's not what I look forward to. I love being able to do whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want. And that's what I'm embracing more of, because with that freedom, I can create. And I love reading right now. I'm reading Liftoff, the early days of SpaceX, to learn that it wasn't always easy. It wasn't always straightforward. It wasn't always assured. It was a giant gamble, a giant leap of faith. And it was that faith and that knowingness and ability, knowingness in the gifts. And that's even that for me right now. And then how do I partner with people to make really great things? And I can't remember who it was. Listening to Kelly Brogan and someone who's looking at clear sight vision and learning how to heal vision naturally. And she's partnering with specialists. That's the theme I'm getting from even my dear friend Judy. She's partnering with specialists, even myself, to offer some breath. And so how do I partner with more and more specialists in order to deliver a better and better product? That's even what we're starting with Ohana Sage. People who are doing the body work, people who are doing the soul healing, people who are doing the coaching, like all the stuff to come together to a beautiful package. And how do we encapsulate that in such a safe container and leverage the currency of trust? Leverage the currency of trust, because that is the real currency that we play with in the world. Like, money is just a representation of trust. I trust you with this many dollars. What about I just trust you? And part of that goes back to even the idea of lending money to friends, borrowing and lending, and all these stories that we've heard, all these sayings. Neither a borrower nor a lender should I be. Like, it's great to hear them and they sound simple, but can we actually dive deep into them? And that's what helped with looking at the eyes and eyesight. We were always looking at the lens, at the cornea, and I've had laser eye surgery. And now going, what about the muscles and the tension? And what if sinusitis plays a part? And what if a traumatic event plays a part? And that's a big part of German new medicine as well, which I'm learning about from my dear friend Candace. And she's got a book and I'm reading through it, and so is my beloved. And we're getting to see different insights and looking at the whole frame of disease, and healing differently. And I'm recognizing this isn't the truth, but it creates another layer of possibility. And I was just thinking today how if things are predestined versus free will And how do we contain all the information, and how do we contain all the multiverses and all the understandings and all the layers? And I realized that's not my goal, to understand how all of this is contained. Like, if we talked about a few years ago how much data we can store in such a small space, that's impossible. Like, not just unfathomable, but impossible. And now we recognize that everything that we think is impossible is just unfathomable at this point in time. Once we can fathom it, it's possible. It's the same as building structures that are really tall. And what if, I'm looking back at the pyramids now, what if those were structures, the only ones that are left behind for the giant spaceships that launched into the cosmos, that we've colonized and recolonized this earth multiple times, that we've gone off into the cosmos and had to leave the world in what may have been then a barren wasteland for it to recirculate, repopulate, reconvene itself and come back again like this. And what if we kept doing that? And sometimes we've realized, even in the COVID pandemic, we did that. By letting things go, they come back to a more natural state with less intervention. And part of it for us is recognizing how we're shifting the natural state. And is that what we really want? Are we doing it for artificial means, for artificial goals, for artificial numbers versus the holistic of it all? And that's part of it, noticing the difference probably between the First Nations before. They were looking at the whole balance of the environment because it mattered. And there's a difference when you have fewer people. So now with more people, what is the new relationship we want to have? And even for myself, I'm recognizing a big part of it comes to simplicity, ease of use, flow, training, and not just saying I'm doing the right thing. And that's a big part of it. Like the whole reduce, reuse, recycle, great themes. And then when we look at recycling, when it got so complex that everything is there, people are just throwing things in because it's what we're supposed to do and how we're virtue signaling, that we're creating recycling that no one actually wants. Like, no one wants our plastic recycling here because it's all contaminated. No one really wants our compost, really. I don't. Not the industrial compost that we have, because it's so contaminated because everyone's throwing every piece of crap. But the best organic stuff, actually delineating what's in there, that matters. And that's part of what I'm practicing doing right now with Ohana Sage, is delineating the work that we're able to provide. Not saying that we're better than others, but we're delineating what we have. And that's the difference with competition, is continuing to focus on our own excellence in delivering. That's what I'm gonna do, and continue to learn from the excellence that other people are delivering. And allow others to learn from us as well. Support them, actually. Because if they can do a better version of what we're doing, fantastic. And it's their better version. There's an infinite amount of work to do. And there's an infinite amount of relearning and letting go of the old paradigms, the ways that we box things out. It's funny to hear more and more how many people are saying there's all this old medical literature that actually points to natural healing, and it's been buried because it no longer serves the current interests, the current general interests. And so right now, I'm not looking to uncover all that information. I'm learning it secondhand. I'm doing the deep, not deep mind, but deep seek or something like that, learning from the learners. And let's keep doing more of that. And every now and then going back to the source when it really matters. So lots of random musings today on the rooftop patio, in amidst the sun, enjoying the sunshine and really being reminded how important the sun is. And thank you. Thank you for this saying I've had, which is, let's follow the sun. And now my beloved's the one that reminded me, let's see the sun every single day because it matters. And noticing that hopefully before the end of the year, things have changed drastically. I wish that for you. And I wish you all the support and love and guidance you need for that change. And I've been in contact with people where time, money, energy, it feels like those are all constraints. And I'm recognizing more and more that how do I let go of that being my own constraint and have the certainty of that, not just the confidence, the certainty to support others to let go as well. All right, ciao for now.